Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a very epic clan tier list of Bannerlord 2. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and like button for me to do another one with this, but with troop types. So first, let's get into it. So, we're going to be seeing the different ones. So this is the western, northern, and then, wait, is this southern? Yeah, southern. Okay, so, first, I'm going to start just in order. Asari. Now, my opinion on the Asari, how do I say this nicely, are very swayed. So, I think the Asari are A tier. But let me explain why. The reason why the Asari are A tier is because I think their, faction is super dope. I think that it's super cool. Their troop types are so different. I think that their, environment's cool. I think their castles are so dope. But also, I know, obviously some of their troop types are dog water, literally pieces of crap. So obviously they're not S tier yet because their troops aren't the best. Some of their NPC characters are literally useless, and then stuff like that. Okay, Botania. I want to go D tier, but I know that's not fair to do. It's like B or C. It's like a worse version of Sturgio. Honestly, their place on the map sucks dog water. Their troops, their beginning troops are literally guys, redhead guys with big hammers, literally dog water. Then their area, they have 20 town, 5 towns in this single square yard. And if you join their faction, half the time you get destroyed in a war by Vlandia because the spacing between the troops or the castles and everything are so bad. So if you get into any major war, you're gonna lose so many castles so quickly. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. That's just my preference, honestly, because it's kind of mid. Now I'm gonna put just because I was talking about Botania, I'm gonna put Sturgia. Actually, I'm not gonna do Sturgia yet. Okay, now I'm gonna go with the Northern Empire. The Northern Empire, D tier. It's literally so boring. It's just the worst version of these two empires. I'm being honest here. No one cares about them. They literally get wiped out of the game so quickly. They either get wiped out by the Asari or the Khuzaits. Literally so quickly. They're D tier. They're dog water. They're a worse version of this or this. It's facts. Next one, Vlandia. Honestly, it's S tier. Vlandia gives you that feeling of being a knight in the medieval ages. You can feel what they were going for. They were going for crusader, siege, your typical medieval thing, which I am completely down with. It's so dope. Vlandia is just an amazing faction. Their placing is awesome. They have so many towns. Their troops are good. And you can even get some of their troops while recruiting at, high level to start with. So I think Vlandia is S tier. Now, let's go to the Khuzaits. Okay. I'm gonna put the Khuzaits in B tier because they're definitely better than them. But let's be honest here. The only reason why you want to choose the Khuzaits is because you've looked up a video or a cool video that you think was oh my gosh, yeah, I really think that that's gonna be cool. When in reality, you know it's not. And you just spent an hour watching a YouTuber play the Khuzaits, and you realize that the only good soldiers that they have is their cavalry, because their ground troops suck, because they have these ginormous glaives, and they don't have shields half the time. So any siege that you do, your troops are getting shot down left and right. Their archers are okay, but they're better on horseback anyway. And even their horse archers aren't even that good. They're the best, but I wouldn't say that they're game-changing. The only reason why you even use horse archers is because you need someone to engage with the enemy at the beginning, because that's how the AI works. So that's what you kind of have to do there. Now, D tier, they're mid too. No one really cares about them. I'm sorry, I have to make it through. All three of these have the same troops, but I'm gonna go into depth why I think the Western Empire is better. It's kind of more of a personal thing, but okay. Sturgia gonna actually, I think I'm gonna change mine. I think Sturgia's a sorry, or S. Actually, I think Kuzate. I think Kuzate's A. I'm going to keep that. I don't think... Yeah. I'm going to keep that. I think that's better. Because these two I view equally. But that's where I was going to. So, Sturgia. Sturgia is... How do I explain this? Probably one of the best factions that, like, roleplay and go super well with it. Sturgia is on the northern part of the map, which makes it so, like, great. Like, geographically, it makes so much sense why Sturgia is there. Now I'm going to go into some other details. Sturgia's troops, oh my gosh, have you ever gone against an actual well-built Sturgian army? Oh my gosh, their troops, their ground troops, are literally the most tankiest things in the world. It's like if you slap their troops on with like turtle shells or something. Like, their troops are the most tanky boys ever in the world. Their shields are the size of literal front door. Like, my front door of my house is probably the same as that. They're literally ginormous. And their troops are amazing. Their cavalry is dog. But the reason why I'm not going to put them lower because of their cavalry is because, like, you could argue that Vlandia's cavalry is better than the Asari. But the Asari have better, mounted archers than Vlandians, obviously. So, it's all what you view. But I think that Asari is better than that. So, I think that should go like that. But the Sturgians just outmatch the Botanians in so many ways that I think it's just like you know what I'm talking about as a fellow person who plays the game. When you see Sturgia and they have a bunch of troops, you're like, oh poop, I better get my archers ready and they're going to shoot the crap out of these guys. And I'm going to need a ginormous horse archer and cavalry flying to destroy them, with my infantry going in too. Like, you know that you're screwed with them. But when you verse like a Botanian army, you're like, it's a bunch of lumberjack guys. They're kinda scary. I mean, they have good archers. That's kinda it. Oh yeah, they do have good archers. I'm gonna move them up to B. Okay. That's the only reason why. The Botanian Fion is literally is the best archer, so that's why I'm moving them up to B. But, like, you get what I mean. Like, you're never scared of the Botanian Fion. Like, oh man, what are they gonna do next? Botanian Fion, it's the only thing they used to use. Now, final one, the Western Empire. Basically what builds the backbone of half people's armies. Okay, I'm about to say this honestly. The reason why the Western Empire is kind of cracked is because if you are part of the Western Empire, you get squashed constantly. I don't know what it is with the AI, but if you are not the Western Empire and you are versing them, oh my lord, they are one of the best factions ever. They will squash your hopes and dreams in front of your eyes. They will destroy these two empires, and then they'll take out some, like, random empire, like Botania or something, and then you'll be versing them, and they'll get these armies of 1,000 to 2,000 soldiers, and they're all Imperial legionaries that aren't as good as Sturgia, but they're just built as tanks. The Imperial Cataphract is one of the the best cavalry in the game, okay? Now, their archers are okay. They're not Botanian Fions, but they're well units. What I'm trying to say is, if you have a well-built army, the only people that I could imagine beating them is a well-built Sturgia or Asari. The Vlandians would lose because the Vlandians' ground troops are kind of dog water. But that is what I'm saying. Western Empire, I'm going to have to put in A tier. Not S, though. Because, like I said, the only team Western Empire would be here. But Western Empire, the only team that they would lose to is Vlandia. Or they would, like, the only team that they wouldn't be able to beat would be the Asari and Sturgia. All of the others, they would be able to beat. But the reason why I'm saying Vlandia is still an S tier, I'm moving them around because it does make sense, but because Vlandia is built so well as a first-time campaign starter, it's almost like the devs were like, oh yeah, you want to have a fun time playing this game? join Vlandia. You literally become so rich, you have so much stuff so easily. Trust me, they deserve S tier. But the Western Empire can literally poop on the Khuzaits, Battania, and all the other empires. Because, let's be honest here, the only reason why the Asari are going to win is because the Asari have, well, guys with big axes who the Imperial legionaries can't do anything about. And also, the cavalry for the Asari have, what are they called? Javelins, which kind of screw them over. And also the Asari have good horse archers. And Sturgium, if you are smart enough and you put your Sturgian infantry into box formation, and you have like 3 box formations, both of like 50 each, yeah, I'm sorry. That other enemy team's getting destroyed, literally demolished. Because it's like impenetrable. And if you have decent troops with it and you have a couple cavalry from one of the opposing sides, you're unstoppable. You hit their archers with a cavalry flank, and then you have literally a wall of Sturgian Viking men, pure blood, coming to destroy you. That is why I think that these guys are still S and Western Empire is there. But I hope you guys did like this tier ranking. I think that I did a fair job. I think it was a really good one. But I'll hear what you guys think below. Make sure to comment your opinion, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.